Everyone's Jackel Wolf back in Skyfactory 4 with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now, if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the advancement book. Last episode, we finished off the Age of Farming tab by doing the Condensed Milk advancement, which was to create a cow in a jar, the Nothing Really Maddocks advancement, which is to create a Tinker's Construct Maddock, and then the Stay Hydrated advancement, which is to create a hydrogel, which replaces a block of water in a farm. What we're going to work on today is from the Age of Power tab. I was asked to look at all of the building wands in Skyfactory 4, but there is, I think, one wand in Skyfactory 4 for building that is a little bit more advanced than what we've got. But there is an advancement here for a Go Building Gadget, which is to build a building gadget, which is very much like the building wands from Skyfactory 3. So including this building gadget and the building wand, there are also two other building items that we can build in Skyfactory 4. So we can do 3 out of the 4. So we're going to work on those 3 today. As well, we're going to have to do the Charger My Laser, which is a crafted tier 1 charger, the Charger 2, the Electric Boogaloo, and then the No Charge Backs tier 3. We can actually do all 3 of these, so we might as well go right up to the highest one. But to start, we're going to go and we're going to build ourselves a building gadget. Now, building gadget is fairly simple. It is 4 pieces of iron, 2 pieces of redstone, 2 diamonds, and a piece of lapis lazuli, and we have ourselves a building gadget. Now, the building gadget does not have any power. We're going to have to power it up. So to do that, we're going to need a charging station. To make a charging station tier 1, we're going to need 6 pieces of iron, 2 pieces of redstone, and a block of redstone. But because we've got all of these ingredients already, we can actually upgrade this to a tier 2 by putting it in a crafting table with 6 pieces of gold, 1 block of redstone, and 1 piece of redstone. That gets us a tier 2. Tier 3 is just as simple. We put the tier 2 in a crafting table with 6 pieces of diamond, 1 block of redstone, and 1 piece of redstone. There is our charger tier 3. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to go and place this right next to our simple geothermal generator. We're going to open that up. It has got a little bit of power. Now this is a tier 3. It has got way more power than the tier 1 would have had, or at least more capacity. I've got a winged charm in there. Oh, that came right out of my inventory. I did not realize it would do that. That was one of the baubles that I had found in one of the chests in the Nether. I completely forgot about that. So we'll go let that charge up. We're going to take this building gadget. We're going to go and throw it up there, and you can see it is slowly charging up. So we're going to let this get a little bit of a charge. Actually, let's take that out of there for now. Let's make sure all of that charge is going right into that building gadget. While we're waiting for this to charge up, let's take a look at 2 of these other items. So the first one I want to take a look at is the Building Scepter. Now, this is a cyclic item. To make a Cyclic Building Scepter, it is 2 blocks of bone, 2 pieces of obsidian, 2 pieces of nether quartz, and 1 diamond. That gets us our Cyclic Building Scepter. Now, if we press Shift over it, you can see the max range is 64, and we can use the mouse wheel while sneaking to rotate. So what we need to do is we need to open this up in our little crafting table. And actually, tell you what, let's go and I've upgraded to the 1.0.10 version of Skyfactory 4. And I was playing around with some of the settings, but let's go and make our scale auto. So we can see this little GUI down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. You can see right now there is it looks like a chest in a hopper. I think it just should have actually just been a chest. It would have made a little bit more sense. Basically, this is your inventory. So if I right-click on this, it opens up an inventory, and it gives us a couple of options. We can use the blocks left to right as normal. We can use the blocks 1 by 1 in a pattern, or we can use a random block each time. So I'm going to leave this on random just for now. We're going to take these items here, and just so we can kind of see what happens, we can go place them. Oh, we got a shift, and now we can pick the direction that we want this to go. So if this is, it looks like it's forward, this is actually up. So if I go and I place that, it starts piling them on top of one another. You can see it's got the stair, it's got the slab, and it's got the piece of wood. If I rotate this over to, this one should be going to the right. Oh, because it has actually put it probably on the end of the wall, way out there. Oh no, actually right there. Let's actually put it right there. What you need to do is you got to be on the level that you want it to go at. So if I click on that one, you can see it is pushing it out in that direction there. We can go, and one other thing, like, so we got, this one would be down. So what we can do is, okay, let's use this one here. This one will put it right in front of you. So this will build it towards you. Be careful you don't build it over top of yourself. You will end up suffocating and dying in survival. But what we can do now is we can go to the down option, and we can click on that, and it's going to push it down. So what I want to do really quickly is I've got a little bit of a pattern here that I've got in my world. So what we want to do is get it to the shift, scroll, get it to the inventory message, open it up. I don't want it to do random. I want it to do the normal, which is blocks left to right. And can we actually, let's reset that. So that brings us right back to the beginning one. So this is going to use the wood stairs first. That's what I want. So if we go and right click, oh no, sorry, we've got to go and place it to the right. So if we place it, oh, it's putting it way down at the end. Sorry, I've got to go and place it on this one right here. I'm still getting the hang of it. Okay, so it's placing it in that direction, which is not that bad. So we can actually go and switch this to the left. And there we go. You can see it's all throwing this all out into the world there. Now, this is a little bit different than my regular pattern. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Now, we can do it this way as well. If we come out here a little bit, and actually we still want it to go to the left, and oh, it's going to put them into the face there. So this is not as useful as some of the other ones. There are ones you can actually rotate the blocks with. So why don't we'll take a look at the third item we want to build today, and that is going to be the Structure Builder. Now this is a cool little, again, a cyclic automated building machine. To make a structure builder, it is 2 blocks of redstone, 1 dispenser, 2 observers, a magma block, and 3 pieces of obsidian. So again, nothing super difficult, nothing super crazy. What we're going to do is let's place this right here in our world. Now, if we open it up, we do need some power for it. So we'll come over here. I've got a Geothermal Generator all ready to go. And actually, before I hook it up, let's turn off that power just so we're not, wasting any, energy that we've got in here. It's not going to, do anything. So right now it's not active because we haven't actually put any blocks in there. Why don't we go and throw some half slabs in here? And let's make sure our preview is on. So right now it is pushing these out 3 blocks wide. We don't really want these right here. What we want to do is let us bump out, figure out what our direction is. This is X negative. So we go 1 to -3, and then we've got to always reset that view. So actually it's bumped out too much. We only want it -2. Do our preview. You can see it is now filling that spot. What we can do over here, we can rotate the block. So this would work for something like stairs. We can increase the height, or we can decrease the height. Actually, it will not let me decrease the height, which is disappointing. I was thinking this might work. We can increase the size, and then now we can change the shape that we want. So we can go with a square. Oh, sorry, the Y, we can go -1. That's where we want to go. So this is making it way too big. We want to go and decrease this down. And is that the right? We're going to go 1 more wide. 2, 4. And then, no, I've got this on square. We don't actually want, let's actually do it on square, because we could probably do it as a flat. We can do it as a solid, a circle, a spear, a diagonal, a dome, a cup, a pyramid. So there's a lot of different shapes that we can do. We want to bump this out, say 6, 7, I want to say 8. Let's go reset our preview, and no, we got to go 7. It was actually 7. So we'll bump that down to -7 in my world. No, -6. We'll pump that down to -7. That's right. So there you go. That is lined up properly. This is going to fill in quite nicely. Actually, this is just going to make a square in that shape. If we wanted to, we could also make a little bit of a house out of this. But first of all, let's go and we're going to go turn on that power, and you can see it is building ourselves that square. So if we wanted to make that a solid, we can go and switch that one over to solid. Let's go make that. Now it's bumped it out back a little bit. I don't know why. Let's go and decrease that down and reset the render. Actually, it looks like we got to go one more back. And so -3, reset it. And there you go. So it will not replace over these blocks. It is basically going to, just fill in all those empty spaces. So we're going to go and turn that back on, and you can see it's filling in, and it's run out of half slabs. Let's just run over here really quickly. We're going to make ourselves some more half slabs, and we'll just throw those in there. So there you go. So we now have ourselves a complete platform. We can do other cool things with it. I'm not going to, do them right now, but we could, let's just throw those stairs up there. Oh, turn that off. I don't want to do anything. If we go back to this square, we can go and turn on that. You can see where it is, layered out. What we can do is we can also increase the height, which will make us basically a little square building. We can kind of flip that over to circle, and you can see it would make a circular building for us as well. So there's a lot of really, really cool things you can use to build this. I'm not going to go like this because I don't need one of these in my world, but they are really, really cool. So let's turn that off. We're going to leave that one. This should be as charged as it's going to get for us right now. We're about half charged, which is good. That should be more than enough for what we want to do today. So let's go and tell you what, let's go and pull a little bit more out of our inventory. We need actually those stairs back. That's probably what we want to use. So let's take those stairs. Sorry, we got to be on the building gadget. Now, the building gadget uses items from your inventory. It does not have its own inventory. So what we can do is we can come over to a wood stair. Actually, before that, let's just open up our inventory right now, and it's raining. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so we've got rid of the rain. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this building gadget. You can see the block that is associated with right now is air. So what we want to do is we want to shift, right click on that. You see how it kind of dipped in my hand there? If we open it up, it is now tagged to oak wood stairs. So it is going to look for oak wood stairs in my inventory, and it's going to use those to build. So if we go right now, we can see how it is, filling in that spot with, with stairs. If we go further away, it will fill in all those spaces with stairs. Now, I don't want these, angled like that. We want to hit the G key. Now, the G key brings up the GUI for the building gadget. Now, this is where we kind of, interact with it and let it know what we want. So we can rotate that stair, and you can see it is now facing in the right direction of where I want these ones to go. We can come all the way down here. Now, this is still on the build to me option. So it is going to go and it's going to build against whatever I put it against. And it's going to build all the way up to me. So I can go like right over here. As long as I got enough stairs to do it, it will work. I can go like that, and it's going to build it to me. Now, without pressing shift, because I don't want it to link to that original stair, we're going to go and click it. And there we go. It's pulled in all those stairs up to where I was standing, and we can actually go fill in that space. Now, if I made a mistake, one really cool thing about the building gadget, I can press the U key on my keyboard and it'll take that away. I'll press the U key again, it'll take it away. And, it's a really, really cool thing. If you put it in the wrong spot, you can definitely undo it super, super easy. So let's go out. I'm trying not to fall off the edge. We're going to place those there right up to where we want it to go. Now, mine always go with 2 blocks there for a torch, and I believe I've got some torches right here. So we're going to go and place that torch there. Now, if we want to keep using this to go all the way around, we've got to go and rotate that again. So we're going to go press that G key. We're going to hit that rotate button, and then we're going to come all the way over to the end here. And then we're going to go and look up at where we want it to go. We're going to press that button, and it's going to fill it in perfectly. Super, super simple, really, really easy to use. Now, there are a number of other options, that make this really, really cool. If we press G, you see there's a ton of different options that we can work on. So if we wanted to do something like stairs, we can click on stairs. But one thing you got to keep in mind is we've got a range on them. So right now, the range is 1. If we say went up to 6, you can see it is now trying to build stairs in the world with stairs. And it's kind of funny because it's depending on the angle that you put them at, the stairs are going to be one of those interesting ones because they are a rotatable block. But if we want to put something in our world and just take a look at it and see how it looks, we can while it is selected in the world, we can press the G, come over here, press the anchor point, and now we can go and take a look at sort of the ghost model of it. If we like it, we right click on it, not a problem. We can undo that if we don't like it. We can go back over here. We can go press that anchor. So it is, again, back in the world. It's like, oh no, those are all backwards. I don't like that. Let's hit that G. Let's go rotate them. Now those stairs are in the absolute right spot. But I still don't like it. So we just go G and we'll just unanchor them as well. So there's a lot of really cool things you can do with them. We can do things like the vertical walls. We can do things like horizontal columns, and it might not work with the blocks I got. So, you can see them going off in the distance there. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this to make, building stuff in your world super, super useful. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at Jackel Wolf. Also, check out the description below. There will be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi. As well, there will be a link to my Patreon page if you guys have enjoyed this channel. If you guys enjoyed this series, stop by, check it out. But that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.